You gonna do your song?
Like, I lose control.
We're so back. We are so back.
Do you like that?
I loved it.
You like that?
Thanks for having me around your lovely flat.
Yeah, we're sat on my sofa and basically I moved and look, without trying to sound like a dick, I'm not fully into this flat compared to my previous home.
My favourite part of your new flat was me going to the wrong door, ringing the buzzer and going, hello. And then someone who wasn't you answering, going, what? Who is it? And then when I actually rang your buzzer, I felt really shy. So I didn't say anything. I waited for you to speak first and you went, hello. And I was like, that's the response I wanted. That's what was supposed to happen when I did it the first time.
Oh, God. Well,
anyway.
Hello.
Hello.
We're back on the pod. It's been a while.
Mm.
And we're now sat in my new flat, hanging out. You've got a Guinness.
I've got a lovely Guinness.
0. And I'm on Perlenbacher.
I've never seen that before.
I think it's from Lidl, most likely.
It looks like it's from Germany.
Yeah, it's a German specialist ale.
But no, it has been a while. Lots has been happening.
Yeah.
I think we should start with you telling us about your big news.
I'm pregnant. No. Not pregnant.
It's going to sound disappointing now.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Gosh, I mean, yeah, it's been a while since we caught up. We didn't do an episode last year, did we?
No.
No.
I don't think we did.
And I know that from at least 2 people that we've been missed on the podcast.
My mum and your mum.
We've been missed.
Yeah, we have.
But what have I been up to? Yeah, I've been making music. I released a tune on Utopia called Gimme Dat last week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it? I've seen you've had a bit of a viral moment with it.
Wow, I actually feel like I've for once found my people online. You know, the algorithm is a tough, grueling mistress. But I basically have been very inspired by my favourite game, the Urbz, which is The Sims in the City. Came out in 2004 on PlayStation 2 and Game Boy Advance, but I'm referring to the PlayStation 2 version because that one not only had a great soundtrack, which featured songs from the Black Eyed Peas, but you could also become friends with the Black Eyed Peas who are characters in the game.
No way. I never played this version.
Dude.
Has it stood the test of time? Should I play it now?
Yeah, if you can get it, like it hasn't been remade or anything. And what I've noticed is because I posted a clip from the intro of the game and will.i.am's in it, and it's you're trying to get in the club and you can't get in the club because the whole thing is like you're like this nobody who moves to the neighborhood and then you've got to like become popular and go to the different districts. So there's like the goth area, they live in the subway. You've got like the hip hop heads in Skyline Beach. You've got Neon East, which is like this kind of like Tokyo-esque world where you can like make sushi and play games. And you've got all these Cosmo Street. You've got Diamond Heights where everyone's like a classy fashionista. It's fab. And you like can change your clothes in each district and then you can socialize and make friends with people and then they can join your crew and then you get more like street cred and then you get let into like the VIP area of each zone and then the end result is you get the final boss is like you get the penthouse and you can have like a pet monkey and a hot tub. It's a whole thing.
If I was going to move to a new place and I needed to make friends, the first person I would target would be will.i.am.
Oh my God, right? Yeah, fully. I mean, I remember when I was 9, I used to make my character like make out with Fergie. Yeah.
You could make out with them.
Yeah, it's Sims.
That's unreal.
It's Sims. It's like quite like graphic.
Yeah. They make funny noises when they do that as well, don't they? Oh, that's horrible.
You can't woo.
You can't woo.
No.
Okay.
No, not to my knowledge. But yeah, that's a big inspiration for the music I've been making. So I've been using the visual.
That just really got me. You said it so sincerely. You can't woohoo.
No, but I've played a lot of Sims, babe, in my time.
You've woohooed. You've woohooed some Sims.
I've woohooed a few Sims in my time. Yeah, that's the one downfall of the game is you can't woohoo. But it's like I feel like I think I've just always been a fan of it. And actually, with my partner, she was like, "You're obsessed with Urbz. Like, you should like lean into that creatively." And it's kind of, I was like, "You're right." Like, it's like this whole world, like the fashion, the vibe. Musically, it's a lot of like noughties hip hop and like weird. It's really weird, intricate, strange, cool soundtrack which you just have on loop over and over and over again when you're playing. So I was really listening to that and a lot of Black Eyed Peas, and then also a lot of like electro, like Detroit techno electro with like the drums and the like scatty doof 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 kick drums, which is a different vibe completely to like four to the floor house garage techno whatever. But I've just really been enjoying like getting into the nitty gritty of the production.
You've been interested in game soundtracks forever. Like you've been talking about soundtracks from games.
Have I?
Forever, yeah. You love all the Final Fantasy soundtracks.
True. Yeah.
And so I think it's really cool that you've been able to like reference something in that way.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, if it's not clear now, I was a massive gamer.
Yeah.
In my
you are.
I think I still am, but I don't have the time.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, like growing up in the Channel Islands, there's nothing to do. I played a lot of PlayStation, and I have an older brother, which is like a whole thing online, like older brother core. I don't know if you've seen. It's like having an older brother in the noughties is like now an aesthetic, but it's true. Like he introduced me to so many amazing games: Tomb Raider, Final Fantasy. Not Sims. I actually discovered Sims myself. But yeah, it's a whole thing, and it's cool because there's a lot of Urbz fans online who found the clips I've been posting, which is cool and obviously helps promo the track hopefully. But yeah,
it's also leaning into that thing that we've spoken about before. I think it's been like a big thing in like music discourse of like creating a world around your music now being like really important. Charlie XCX, Brat being like the kind of prime example of someone doing that recently. And I guess it's important to, and like fun, like creatively interesting and fun to do that.
It is fun, I agree. And with a lot of the stuff I've been making in like every session I've been going into, or even when I'm just on my own, I've got like Urbz I've got like screen records of Urbz because I've got it on my laptop. I was playing it a lot over Christmas, and I'm playing the music over the top and I'm like really listening to it as I'm playing it or watching it, and I'm like, is this Urbz enough?
Yeah.
You know, a bit more Urbz. And it's really fun to have a concept. And I've just been inspired like more like fashion wise, and like I've got a lot of music that I've been making in this vein. And Gimme That as well feels very special and pure to me because it's like my first track I've released, which is 100% my production as well. Because I do a lot of collaborations as well, and collaboration is amazing. But I think it means a lot to me as a producer and an artist, and I think a woman, to like have a track that is 100% my production. No shade to anyone who doesn't do that, but do you know what I mean? I get this whole imposter syndrome thing all the time, and like I'm scared people just think I'm terrible and can't actually like produce. But I'm like, no, but I actually made this, and it was like hyper focused. I did it in like a day. It was just like bam, and then me and Leo did the vocals. She like came up with the like whoa thing, and then it was born.
I think also probably maybe an element of like proving to yourself that you're able to do that as well. That you don't need the kind of stabilizers or the confidence boost of having someone else involved in something. Like sometimes I think it's quite validating to know that somebody else is doing something with you, because if you rate them, you're like, okay, well, I can trust them to like make it not shit. Whereas when you're doing it all by yourself, you haven't got that kind of external validation. No, massive congrats.
Thank you. It was just like a real vibes. Is this a good vibe? I'd keep going. And then working, obviously I work with Leo a lot. She does a lot of my top lines, and she's an amazing songwriter, so I trust her opinion so much. So, like when I'd kind of like got it done, I was like, is this okay? She was like, this is fucking sick. So I was like, okay, great, that's what I need to hear. Let's put it out. But I've got loads more like electro-y I think it's also a bit like Miami bassy like thing going on. We've got a lot more tunes in that vein. So.
Will I Am collab when?
Honestly, imagine.
That'd be unreal.
I'd actually lose my shit.
Maybe,
like, I unironically love him.
Maybe you'd get the chance to woohoo Fergie.
What, with Fergie? I mean, maybe.
No, Will I Am's amazing. Love him.
I wouldn't
love
woohoo
Fergie.
him,
No, he wouldn't get woohooed. No, congratulations. That's so sick, and I can't wait to hear more of it as well.
Thank you. That's very kind, my sweetheart. So that's enough about me. What have you been up to?
So I've got my first Keep Hush set happening on Friday. Depending on when this goes out, it might have already happened by the time you're hearing this. It's happening on a bus, which is fun.
A rave bus,
party bus. I've set myself a little bit of a theme for the set.
Yeah.
Because I was going through tunes and I was trying to decide like, oh, don't play this, don't play that. You know how it is, trying to like kind of pick a bit of a direction. Because I feel more pressure to know what I'm going to play for something that's recorded, I think, as well. I kind of feel like I need to have a little bit of a plan in the back pocket.
Yeah, definitely.
So the theme I'm running with is gay and horny.
Perfect.
So we're creating a gay horny bus.
Those are the two words I think of when I think of you, actually.
I don't know how I feel about that. I'll take it.
It's a compliment, I think.
Yeah, no, so that's happening, which I'm really excited for.
Yeah,
and then my other news, obviously, as you know, I've been doing Represent for many a year. I'm not leaving Represent.
Oh my God. I was about to shed a tear. Whoa, what are you going to say?
But I have now got a date locked in for my first NTS guest show.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to be doing an NTS show next month.
Amazing.
Which I'm really excited about.
Is that a regular or a one-off?
It's going to be a guest for now.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, no, it's a guest. But I would love, obviously, for it to become something more regular. But I'm trying to focus on what's in front of me, not like what's next.
Oh, I love that.
I just want to
say that again.
Yeah, I'm trying to focus on what's in front of me, not what's next. So I want to just really enjoy this guest show. I'm gonna put all of the love and attention that I always put into my Represent show into this NTS show. Bring the gay horny vibes that NTS needs.
It does need more of that. It
does for sure.
Not enough.
Yeah, and it just don't want to get too intense about it, but it does just feel like a bit of a milestone for me. I've been doing radio for so long, and even with like Keep Hush as well with NTS, like being offered like a platform by these brands and like institutions that I'm like such a big fan of personally, to get like their backing means a lot. So
that's
I'm excited.
Huge. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's really amazing. And like NTS is like, doesn't really get much better than NTS. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So send me your tunes.
You can just play my tunes for an hour.
It's going to be a Jaguar special.
Or just play this podcast episode.
They actually do. On NTS, they do these in focus.
Hello.
Where they pick like, Frankie Knuckles and like these like huge artists and do like an hour dedicated to exploring their discography. So maybe I could do the Jaguar in
if
focus.
not, like, or a Black Eyed Peas special. I'm sure that would go down very well.
That's not a bad idea.
They've got some real sick, like
I'm a bee rocking like this.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, but even like, did you? Oh my God, did you know? Before Fergie, okay, I'm gonna tell you two things. Before Fergie, it was gonna be someone else who was gonna be the female lead.
Do you know who? Did they? Who?
She's a massive pop star, like in her own.
Christina Aguilera.
No. I'd say similar era, but not her. She went off and did her own thing with a group.
Nicole Scherzinger.
Yes.
Was it? That was a great guess.
That was really good.
Unreal.
So she was in line to be the female lead, but then they ended up making Pussycat Dolls for her. So then she went and did that. But before that, did you know there already was a female singer in the Black Eyed Peas?
No.
It was Erased.
who didn't go on to future stardom.
Yeah, she left basically. So the boys were like a thing, and then they just
Apple D App,
Apple
will.i.am,
and
Taboo.
Yeah, all playable characters in the Urbz. They were doing like an open mic thing, and she's called Kim Hill. There's I think it's a New York Times piece on her, which I watched a few months ago. And then they were like, wow, you're amazing. So then she joined the group. And then I think she's in all the early records and probably in a lot of, I think maybe early funk, but there was an album before that. But then it was just too much. And like then they got signed, and the experience she had as a woman was like fucking shit and completely different to like what the boys were having. And they were like, the producers and the managers and label were trying to really sexualize her, make her do things she didn't want to do. So she was like, fuck this, I'm out.
Wow.
And then they blew up. And they got Fergie. And when she was a black woman as well. And then they got a white woman in, which, but another layer to that for sure.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea about that.
There's a really good interview with her. I think it's New York Times or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
That is fascinating. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah. I'm going to stop talking about the Black Eyed Peas probably now. For now.
Dead silence.
I don't have anything else
What now?
to say.
I've got one more Black Eyed Peas thing I do want to say.
Let's keep talking about that.
There was a huge Black Eyed Peas moment in my life recently.
Really?
I went to go and watch Meg Ward's Lab 54.
I think I know what you're going to say.
Which was on a boat.
That looks sick.
Which went past London Bridge.
Nice.
And Meg Ward dropped London Bridge.
Oh.
Fergie. The phrase limbs doesn't do it justice.
Oh,
we were losing our minds. It was limbs.
Meg is a phenomenal DJ.
Oh,
She's
Meg.
Incredible.
Every time I see Meg, I'm like blown away by
she's the real deal.
How talented she is. Yeah, she's unbelievable. She ended on all the things she said as well.
God's sake. That's quite, what is it, gay and horny?
Very. Very.
Meg's sets are extremely gay and horny, actually.
Yeah. Do you want to tell me about some of the other Utopia plans that you have for this year? / just general summer. I feel like summer's on her way.
Oh, you know what, today? I mean, what day is it today? Is it the 18th of March? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of March that we recorded this. And like, today's truly felt like the first day of spring. You know, the sunshine. We could see the weather on the weather apps on the weekend. We're like, wow, it's going to be like 17 degrees. And truly, it's just been a magical day. I've been in such a good mood all day.
We've got some fun summer plans.
Yeah.
Can you reveal some? I know you told me some earlier. I don't know if you can share them.
I've got some. With regarding to Utopia, yeah, I've got lots of music from myself and other artists coming out on the label. Like this month, we've got a record from From Within, which I'm really excited about.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's called Burn. I think I'll send it to you. I think I've sent it to you. I'll send it to you again. It's genuinely so good. It's been one of my highlights of my DJ sets, this tune. It's like really weird, like housey, pumping kind of thing. So I'm delighted to have an icon like him on the label. Really excited to get that out. More music as well from other artists and myself. And then I do have some news for a residency, but I'm going to keep the location to myself for now. But
can we just say it's one of our favourite?
One of our favourite venues.
Yeah.
Pretty gay and horny location, actually. So all I'll say is keep your ears to the ground for some Utopia residency news with myself and some special guests.
Huge.
I'm also really looking forward to going to the US in the summer. Chicago Pride I'm going to play. I know. So,
that's going to be unreal.
And then Mighty Hoopla as well. I'm really happy to be playing again this year.
I'm doing Hoopla and then I'm flying straight to Barcelona for Primavera. Yeah, I'm doing it again. God,
do you think? But
and I'm doing Gala the weekend before.
Oh my God. Wait, is this all May, June? Maybe.
So Gala is the penultimate weekend in May. Hoopla last weekend in May. First weekend in June. Primavera.
Dude.
It's going to be a big one.
That would be good. I mean, I'm not going to Prima this year. Last year was my first ever time, but also I'm like, it was so amazing. I'm like, I don't know if I need to go again.
I know what you mean.
Because last year
it feels like it's a risk.
It was unbelievable.
Chapel.
Oh my God.
Blew my mind.
Oh my God. That was the most incredible performance
Yeah.
I've ever seen in my whole life. Who are you looking forward to seeing?
Do you know what? Someone who I saw last year who blew me away, who might like surprise you as my choice a little bit, but Lola Young,
Oh yeah.
I love. She is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And alive as well, she was ridiculous. Like at Glastonbury, she was absolutely amazing. Who else is on the lineup? I think Little Sims is playing.
Is she?
Oh, Rogue. Cara Delevingne is playing. I don't know what that is.
What?
I presume it's a DJ set. I don't think she sings, does she?
I have no
Maybe she'll be catwalking. I don't know. Anyway, she's on the lineup.
Is she?
Yeah, she is. So we'll
Interesting.
see what that brings.
Love that for her.
But it's a strong lineup.
Yeah, it always is. What else has been around? I mean, well, I feel like music this year has been really, really strong. I feel, and like for my radio show, because I get 700 tracks a week for my Radio 1 show. That's just dance music.
That's
coming
crazy.
through.
And how many do you select for the show?
Well, I've got 2 hours now, so we probably do 18 tracks an hour. So what's that, 32 a week? But like to repeat a lot of artists as well to kind of build up the momentum on the station. But something I've noticed is there's a lot of like dubstep coming through.
That's really interesting.
The last like 6 months, I've really noticed it, and it's been very prominent on a lot of my radio shows this year. Like we'll be playing at least 1 or 2, maybe 3.
Who do you think are the artists like inspiring that resurgence?
I mean, I think FredAgain's got to be up there for sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, he just keeps growing and growing each wave he comes back, and that USB tour, Ali Pali stuff, sonically, and the people he's collaborating with. I think that must be one of the reasons. And also, like, you know, it's all cyclical. Like when dubstep first came around in like early to mid 2000s, of like the Mala stuff and the Scream and Benga, and then obviously
Nero.
Oh my god, Nero. Yeah, it's kind of towards the late noughties, and then obviously it kind of becoming this more Americanized bro steppy thing with Skrillex at the helm, and then that became like quite uncool, and then people hated it, and then it kind of went back down again. And yeah, I think it's just one of those natural things. But there's a really great new gen of dubstep makers. I'm loving it.
I do have a question for you.
Okay, I'll try and answer.
I think I probably know the answer, but how do you feel about FredAgain? Because I think he's someone who gets a lot of hate.
He does.
And personally, I don't know how justified it is. Like, well, what do you think? And then I'll give my take.
I think he seems like a very nice man.
Yeah.
I have nothing against him. I'd love to generally spend some time with him, and like musically in the studio. God, I'd love to just be around that in real life and see how his mind works in that way.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot. That's a big question. Like, I think he is great, and he's doing incredible things that haven't really been achieved before as a DJ and like live electronic act, like with the Ali Pali stuff and all the guests, and it's insane how huge his reach is and impact and influence is. And I suppose the negative is, I mean, one, when you see someone on every lineup, you kind of do get overexposed, and you're a bit like, oh, not again. Fred, not again.
Fred again.
But then also the flip, I think the serious side is, and this isn't his fault, but like when an artist is so big and like all the resources and money and audience and wealth and everything is like being pulled into this thing, is like all the like rest of the money and attention and resources, there's like not really much left for the rest of the scene and the grassroots scene, and like the disparity between massive artists and everyone else is huge at the moment in dance music, and I think it's leading to a lot of problems.
What I would say though, and again, I'm actually not like, I'm probably coming across now like I'm a massive FredAgain stan, which I'm not, but what I would say, if I was to come into his defense on that, he has been supporting a lot of people around him. I would say one person who obviously, you know, an established artist in her own right before, but I would say he's really helped like take to another level is Opadan.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
And he's also been
huge,
like collaborating with artists who, again, I don't really don't mean this to come across in any way as a disrespectful way, because these are all artists that I really love, but would maybe be regarded as still relatively underground, like Jordan,
100%,
who I'm a huge fan of.
Yeah.
He's obviously collaborated with High, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
All these artists, without a doubt, would be big in their own regard without any of FredAgain's influence. However, I do feel like is kind of bringing up people with him.
Yeah, even like Lou North, she was making music as Sicaria, and before that Sicaria sound. He's really championed that. She's done a remix on his USB thing, and I think it's my favorite remix that I've heard from that package. And like, she's in this new gen of dubstep, and like, she played with him at Corsica, and I agree. I think he's very generous, and I think the fact that he collabs with literally everyone and anyone is an incredible thing. And now that I'm making more music and in the studio more, I understand like making music with people is so fun, and also like having that attitude. Not everyone is like it, being like, oh, let's just jump in the studio, let's do this. I think it's a really wonderful quality in a person.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're right. I think there are some absolute pros. I think, but maybe this is the wider conversation about dance music. I feel like at the moment it's a difficult time to kind of do this at a level which is sustainable financially, because the people at the top are doing really, really well, and there's a lot of money and wealth and opportunity, and like dance music is bigger than ever. It's like Vegas in Ibiza now, and it's these shows people are doing at tens of thousands capacity. Like it's insane, which is amazing. But also there are on the other side like artists who are struggling to like sustain themselves off gigs now, because there's so many DJs, and a lot of bigger artists are asking for bigger fees. And then you've got the big clubs like Drum Surge and Warehouse Project, which are amazing as well, but then people are going to that but not going to their local clubs, and I think it's a hard thing.
It's super complicated, isn't it? I do think the change in habit of clubbers is really a shame. Like the difference between when we were young, but like when we were first like going clubbing, and it was like you'd go clubbing every weekend. Whereas I think a lot of like young people now will go to like a drum sheds like once every 4 months, and that'll be like their night out, and then they'll not go out the rest of the year, because those tickets are like 60 quid.
Is that how much they cost, Belle?
Oh, I think they can be.
No.
Definitely like 40
at least. Yeah, I mean, yes, I'm gonna contradict myself now and say completely different.
We're really getting into it now.
I love it. Oh, honestly, give me a non-alcoholic beer and I'll just chat shit for ages.
Give you a Pearl and Backer.
A Pearl and Backer 0.0.
And a Guinness 0.
What I will say is small clubs are back.
Okay.
Small clubs and small parties are back.
Talk to me. Where are we going? Just
from like, because of the problems we just spoken about, things being so hyper real, and like Ali Pally, FredAgains and Sammy Virgie, Brixtons, and it's because of that. I think also audience members as well as artists are craving smaller, more intimate parties.
Yeah.
And I've just noticed, because I think I've been booked for a lot more recently. Like a lot of my diary this year, I've just done smaller club shows. One really fun show in Amsterdam in a club called Brett with Oppidan. Have you been there?
I know, but you posted your set on SoundCloud.
Oh yeah.
And I ran a 10k to it.
Well, that's what happened.
Little humble brag there. Anyway, back to your set.
Like played that. I did a really fun phonics set with Matty Chiabi,
which I've also listened to. Mine too.
Really?
I always run up your SoundClouds.
Let's go.
Yeah, you guys were on the mic on that one as well.
Yeah, Matty was. Yeah, I was. I let her do that, but yeah, I'm trying to do more on SoundCloud actually at the moment. Yeah, and then
please do.
What have I got? I've done something else. I can't remember. I've got a fold set of Boudica, and then just like a few things. I played Night Tales the other day. I haven't played there in ages, but like it's just really nice having these smaller bookings. But I'm like, oh, there seems to be a lot going on. A lot of club nights. A lot of like people. Whatever, feels really, really exciting. And as a DJ, when you, in contrast to these big shows where you've got like an hour and you're playing with like 10 other people on the lineup and it's kind of like back to back bangers and slammers, you can't really especially of some of these crowds who are more like TikTokified, it does feel like you can't really express yourself and like be on like a journey and play like a breadth of sound, whereas these smaller shows I've been really enjoying playing for a bit longer and just really just moving around and like stretching out. And I don't know, I feel like I didn't really have that as much last year. And I've seen a lot of really fun club nights and parties, and while things are difficult as well, I think there's a lot of really exciting stuff happening. So
yeah, I think that's
point.
really positive. Those are always, I mean, like, again, I don't want to be like a hater, because I do go to drum sheds and I do always have a good time, but I do think the really like special moments of connection do come from those smaller. I mean, it's like the reason I love Dalston Superstore so much. It's just like the perfect size for like an intimate DJ dance floor. Yeah, it's just perfect. Yeah, I'd be really happy to see those places continue to thrive, and yeah, those are the places I enjoy the most.
I think so, same. And then there's some new venues, like there's one in Peckham I want to check out. Yes, have you been there?
I haven't been there.
Looks really good.
I was chatting to Bradley Zero about it today, because he
resident.
Yeah, he's got a 4-week-long residency, I think. Yeah, brand new venue, isn't it?
I really want to go there. It looks fab.
Yeah. My God.
Yeah, what?
I went to Peckham recently, went to the Greyhound, saw Michelle Manetti all night long. Was really, really good. Unreal.
She's amazing.
But I got hit by a car.
What? No.
Literally the day before my half marathon, I was waiting in Peckham to get in my Uber, and I went to check the registration on the Uber. The Uber didn't see me and just reversed.
What the fuck? But like a slow...
I was fine. Yeah.
Slow reverse.
Yeah, I was fine.
Do you have a grazed knee or anything?
Also, I fell off a line bike.
All in the same week?
All in the same... Yeah, so anyway, it's all been happening.
Oh my God.
But we're still here.
Soldiering on, hey?
Soldiering on. Brave as ever.
I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
You can come around anytime.
I'll make sure I ring the right buzzer next time.
Yeah, let's leave it there. Let's do this again. I'm really enjoying whatever this is on the sofa with the daffodils. Maybe we'll have different flowers over there next time.
Yeah, very spring.
Maybe we'll be
spring
drinking
and summer.
Orange wine next time.
Oh, speak to me.
Honestly, I'm like really getting ready for summer now.
All right, let's make that a deal.
And see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.